Only 3 teams who won an event in 2012, and they have most of their starting team returning for this season. Their brash style and attacking mentality has made them a very hard game for everyone in the league. The only player they lost was standout star Greg Sewers, who signed with Impact for this season. It's a big loss, as Greg was a dominant force on the Dorito side. Chicago Finals MVP Brad McCurley's knee is still a question, as is Zach Patient's surgically repaired shoulder. But they have Nicky Cuba, one of the most clutch players of the past 10 years, all-around weapon Damian Ryan, snake specialist Drew Templeton, and the versatile Bobby Avila still ready to roll. Infamous is still one of the top 5 teams in the world, and as long as they stay healthy and hungry, they should be a force in 2013. The Toulouse TonTons, one of Europe's most successful teams, are bringing their unique brand of paintball to the PSP for the 2013 season. They've been turning heads for years on the European scene and are now prepared to make a run at the best teams in the world. The TonTons have been around for over 10 years, but only recently have they built themselves into the dynamic powerhouse that we will see this season. Axel Godin is by far their best player, as he proved himself very capable as the first attacker on the snake side while playing for Moscow Red Legion in his rookie season last year. But they also picked up former pro players Heyman Chapman and Steven Lasher, who have been tearing it up for T1 Top Gun Union. The TonTons are known for their aggressive coordinated attacks. 2013 will be a big test for the best team ever to come out of France.
Thing ever.
Well, it's such a great tournament because last year, what do we have, 300 and something, just crazy. It was like 380 teams, 160 teams. It was ridiculous.
It's the craziest. It's fun. It's good for the family. You can bring the kids out. There's Disneyland. I mean, Epcot Center. It's fun for the whole family.
Absolutely. So here we go. And just about 5 seconds to go for the start of this. Tonton Flinguez and the LA Infamous going to be throwing down here on the split screen. Breakout Tontons on the left-hand side of your screen. LA Infamous at 2-0 here. Running with the skeleton crew, and you know, in the breakdown or the scouting report said that Drew Templeton, snake specialist, but he's been switched to the Dorito side, actually, kind of a last-minute audible, and you know, and him taken out right away. So Drew coming off early.
Axel Godin also taking the walk on the break too. So it's 4-on-4, evened up right now. It looks like it's pretty much mirrored. Besides Infamous having the tower, which you'll come up and see right about there. Now there you go. There's TonTons trying to get up the field.
Axel Godin in Dorito 2. Make that. Actually, there goes Kevin Rudolph on into Snake 2. Damian Ryan comes into Dorito 2 for Infamous. Comes over and across.
Well, another thing about the TonTons that I didn't realize until I saw him getting interviewed by Lauren was that one of the standout players from Joy Division, one of the best European teams ever, and I actually played with Joy Division in Europe, and Crazy Carl from Joy Division, Carl Samuelson, that's the guy that won the one-on-one against Corey Field. That guy is awesome.
Yeah, we watched him play for years.
He's a huge pickup for the TonTons, man. That guy is a baller.
He's like 17 feet tall. Of course, all the Swedes are.
Yeah, but yeah, that's you know, between him, Heyman, all their homegrown talent, and Steven Lasher, who had a great game that last time. Man, they got a really good lineup for the TonTons. They could contend this year.
Yeah, Kevin Rudolph in the 50 Snake right now, going to work on the opposite side of the field. Nicky Cuba shot Axel Godin out. Bobby Avilas gets clipped out of that second temple. So Callie Rudolph getting over here by himself right now. And coming to get him is Frank Shaboom.
And living.
Bunkers Callie and is still in there alive somehow.
Yeah, so Callie Rudolph playing the first attacker over here on the snake side after the loss of Zach Patient, and then Nicky Cuba gets shot out of there as well. So here come the TonTons.
Damian Ryan all by himself over there. And that Dorito 2, Nicky Cuba got pinched out once Shaboom got to their side of the snake.
And Carl making that move down the Dorito side. So Chabon definitely stepping up here in this first game or first match. 3 confirmed kills for him right out of the break. So he is definitely stepping up for the TonTons. And on the flip side, the only person that's killed anybody for LA Infamous right now is Nicky Cuba. The only person is he shot Axel. Let's check out this replay here. So here's the rundown is Kevin Callie Rudolph. Ow, making it look pretty. That's how it's done right there. So solid job by the TonTons to go up 1 against Infamous, and we'll be right back. Drew Templeton there, digging in for the start of this. Next point, LA Infamous down against the TonTons, and it's going to be up to Drew, Nikki Cuba, AJ Trillett. They need some offense. The biggest problem right now with Infamous's lineup, well, it actually hasn't really been a problem because the guys have been getting it done. They have 2 wins. They're 2-0 right now. But the issue, at least looking on paper, was, okay, can't Infamous get some offense rolling with the guys they have left? And it's not, I mean, the guys they have left are amazing, but they're missing Bobby Aviles right now. Is he Bobby Aviles out there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Bobby's still here.
I think he's leaving tonight. Bobby has to leave tonight as a death in the family for him. We're like to say our condolences to the Aviles family. But Bobby has to leave tonight, so this is the last time that Bobby's going to be able to take the field. Well, actually, the Ironman game this afternoon to close the day out will be, but so hopefully Bobby can step up for him here today. And they have an incredible roster. They just need guys. Everyone's going to have to contribute here.
Oh, and Drew Templeton just gets shot on the break again before he even dives in. TonTons really got the shots dialed in right now on the break. They've been shooting people off the break all event.
But AJ Trillett getting in the snake right here for LA Infamous on the far side of the field. Nikki Cuba on your screen right now.
Yeah, Damian Ryan also got
shot. But sorry to interrupt you, Todd, but right there, Nikki Cuba taking a ball. But not many TonTons left in the field. I only see 1, try to 2, 3. Oh, there they are. The 50 Dorito, Axel Goldan going to work way out there. AJ Trillett and Bobby Aviles pretty much all alone over here on the snake side of the field.
Yeah, so it's going to be up to AJ Trillett and Bobby Aviles get something done here and try to get on the board for LA Infamous. It's all TonTons so far.
Well, I don't think they know where AJ Trillett is, actually. I don't think they know if he's even in there. I'm not sure if they actually know.
Samuelson right there is exposed to Trillett. If he can come up. Oh, unable to get it.
Now they know he's there. So now, good move right there by the TonTons to come over and fill the side of the snake, kind of control him a little bit, Matty. That's really a little saving grace right there. That's Colombo.
Yeah, and AJ Trillett, such good field position right now, all the way past the 50-yard line. Look at Trillett on your screen, and coming on, this is his first year with LA Infamous and trying to get in there and contribute right away.
Look at Axel Goldan. That is on the Infamous side of the field. That's their 40-yard line.
And TonTons all over Infamous side of the field right now. Trillett just does not have good shots on him. He's going to try and come and get into their corner. Almost makes it, gets shot as he gets there. And now Bobby Aviles, the last remaining player for Infamous, and he's going to get shot trying to get up the field.
Yeah, but honestly, in any situation like that, it's not a total loss with Bobby Aviles in the corner because that guy is stellar when it comes to pressure situations like that, especially being in that back corner bunker.
Yeah, I mean, a 3-on-1 is pretty tough to pull out as we're going to get a new squad of players coming out from Infamous. Chris Sosine stepping on the field right now. Drew Templeton going to get another run at that Dorito side. He's gotten shot going out there twice. And then Damian Ryan coming up after he turned the corner around that can to go up into the temple. He got shot. So they're both going to get another opportunity to come out here again. We'll see if they can put a point on the board right after these messages.
Todd, I haven't seen a lot of spins with Travis Szymanski out here.
Well, I think Travis, because, Todd, you're up here with us now full time. Maybe Travis decided that, I don't know who's coaching them. They don't really have a coach, and it would make logical sense for Travis to play less points and really, especially on a field layout like this where there's no back center, though Travis could very easily go to the stand-up can on the Dorito side of the field or go to the Aztec on the snake side too. But I think maybe that's why we haven't seen him get a lot of reps out there. I'm really not sure.
Well, I mean, that stand-up can is also kind of proven that it's a tough spot to make as well. I mean, we saw Dave Baines get bounced going there probably 5-6 times this event already. And on the breakout, Damian Ryan goes up the middle. One body walking off the field right now.
That's a TonTons. That's number 25. Taking the walk on your screen right there. That's number 69.
Ooh.
Number 69. See, you look at the field spread out right now by Infamous. You got Damian going to work.
Infamous bounced the other player over here on the snake side of the field, number 7.
Yeah,
in the second temple on the snake side.
And Todd, look at this. Great field position. Damian Ryan right here. Oh, but he dropped that lane and let the move come through.
And you talked
able to make that move across there.
And also, Matty, a red flag, as you saw on your screen, laying on the ground. That is a major penalty on Chris Sosine. That pulls out Bobby Aviles and they also lose Drew Templeton. Major penalty. Damien is the only one left. Not anymore. One more player left over here on the Snake side. He's probably going to wear. There's Colombo looking for the lane. Not sure what's going on. They got to speed up a little bit. Infamous is not looking good right now, Maddie.
Yeah, they're not. It's been all the TonTons, and the TonTons are really making a statement right now to the rest of the professional teams. Hey, well, we can hang with you guys. We're beating up one of your best right now. So, and also it doesn't help that Chris Sosine got that major penalty. And we have 14-23, and it's just been nothing but the TonTons stunting out there. Everyone's contributing. Franck has 4 kills. Samuelson 4 kills. Again, Carl Samuelson was a star for Joy Division, and he's now playing for the TonTons. So that's that guy can play paintball, man. And Axel's got 2 kills. Everyone's contributing right now for the TonTons, and that's huge. And we're going to be right back after this. Merchandise and great deals on everything that you need to play the game. If you're in the Texas area, definitely stop by Pro Edge Paintball. And here we go, man. Infamous is being tested right now. They're 2-0 coming into this game, fighting to make it on to tomorrow's competition where the real tournament starts. And right now, Chris Sosine sitting in the box with a major penalty.
Yeah, it's 3-0 in favor of the TonTons, which I would personally never have guessed. However, it's still 3-0, and their next game is a rough game. The Infamous guys have got to pull this out, pull it together, you know, and if anybody can do it, they can.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Okay, well, they play the TonTons now. If they don't win this game, they go 2-1, and they're getting beat up right now, so they need to keep that point margin close. And then if they lose to the Ironman, that means they go 2-2. So that, you know, the last game of the day is going to be Infamous and Ironman, which should be crazy because if Infamous loses this game, then they need to win that one. The Ironmen have won 3 matches so far.
And Drew Templeton gets out to the Dorito side. Damian Ryan in the can. Bobby Aviles and Kevin Rudolph over here on the Snake side. One body goes down off the break for the TonTons trying to get out here to the Snake side corner. So all even at 4, but Infamous does have Sosine in the box that will come out in 1 minute. Heyman Chapman in that can, doubled up, really locking off this side of the field, but Kevin Rudolph trying to put some paint back on him and get across that zone. And he does, gets into the back of Snake 1. Or he gets into the mini race bunker behind the Snake.
You know, little tidbit, Steven Lasher, who plays for the TonTons, was actually an ex-Infamous player. He actually did play for Infamous for a little while.
2009.
Yep. You know, but right now 4-on-4, all 3-0 still in favor of the TonTons. Here comes Bobby Aviles backing up Kevin Rudolph.
And still doubled up in that can in the back, but attacking the Dorito side hard. The 50 Dorito, hot again. It looks like Colombo over there.
That kid's just on fire. You can see on the top side of your screen. Look at them right now. They're chilling out. I think they're happy with what's going on. They're just trying to grind the clock. There's still 13 minutes, and that's a lot of time in a paintball game.
Yeah, what Drew Templeton can't do here is get timid and stop attacking that Dorito side because the TonTons are going to come. I mean, yeah, he got shot on the break a couple times, but got to keep pushing, doing the best you can. Chris Sosine gets out of the box clean, so that's going to help Infamous right now. Now they have a Snake lock in that can, shooting across the field. There's only one body on the Snake side of the field. If Kevin Rudolph can get in the Snake, which he just does, comes across, bumps into Snake 2, has Bobby Aviles come over and help, and Heyman Chapman comes out of that can and comes across.
Not too soon enough, because number 25 got clipped just as he started to run down the field.
Yeah, I really can't believe Heyman Chapman didn't get shot right there. But Kevin Rudolph gets shot, I think, from the 50 Dorito. Bobby Aviles, he dives into the back of Snake 1, and now he's the only player over here for Infamous on the Snake side of the field.
And Bobby's clutch, man. He's a really, really great player. Shooting across the field to the 50 Dorito.
And Drew Templeton gets shot out of that Dorito over there. Damian Ryan quickly fills it.
This is a huge point for LA Infamous. We can't stress enough how big of a point this is because, you know, down this many points, you know, they already have the 3-point spread where statistically about 92% of the time the team that has 3 points beats the team that doesn't, that has that spread against them. So this is huge for the Ironman. I'm sorry, for Infamous.
Yeah, you know, and I think the ball's in Bobby Aviles' hand right now. I think he needs to get down the field a little more and just kind of control the field. Hopefully shoot that 50 Dorito out, which clears it up for Damian Ryan.
Yeah, and I think that's Samuelson. That's Carl Scandal Samuelson, who is the top killer right now for the TonTons as the Joy Division legacy lives on. And he's now having a little starring turn here for the TonTons and in a great spot.
Bobby Aviles has a shot right now on that 50 Dorito from the spot that he just crawled into. So if he can come up right now, shoot him in the back, which he does. Good job by Bobby Aviles.
I think he missed.
That definitely looked like it broke.
Yeah, no, he oh, and Heyman Chapman also taking the walk. Hey, but they ground.
Actually, that was Colombo on the for the TonTons in the 50.
They ground about 3 or 4 minutes off of the clock, though. Here comes Damien.
And Infamous also burned off the rest of that major. So good job by Infamous right there to burn that major, get Sosa out of the box, and now they're going to come back and start full strength and only down 2 points with 10:30 left to go in this game.
Yeah, so lots of time for Infamous to come back here, and really good job by them to stay in this match. The score is going to be 3-1 in favor of the TonTons still, but we got a lot of game to play. We'll be right back. TonTons pits right now. They have a slight advantage against LA Infamous, who resurgent in that last point, able to get that one on the board, and it's going to be interesting to see what are they going to bring out next. Todd, what do you think? I mean, you used to coach this team. If you were in the pits right now, what would you be saying to them?
Well, I would try and, encourage Drew Templeton to keep attacking over there on that Dorito side. Nicky Cuba, those first couple points, first of all, don't get discouraged, okay? Because you lost the first 2 points, but you also got people shot on the break really early and really fast, and that created a huge advantage for the TonTons. But just keep communicating, keep playing hard. There's lots of time left to go here. And let's get our guns up and start overpowering these guys with our guns down that Dorito side. Get Drew Templeton attacking. Nicky Cuba, those first couple points, was the only guy that shot anybody. Keep him going. Have him work that outside. And, I would really try and get Damian Ryan up into that tall tower next to Drew Templeton like we've seen from so many other teams. Infamous, they need to keep attacking. Damian Ryan, get up the field. Get Drew Templeton up the field and, put these guys in the positions where they need to be their best. Bobby's doing a good job over here. Callie, he's getting in there alive. He just needs to be more productive.
So here we go on the breakouts, and you are looking at Infamous on your screen right now.
And shoots Colombo on the break, going to that can. I think that might have been Nicky Cuba. Shooting Colombo.
Yeah, and Colombo's been getting up there. He hasn't been getting as many kills as Carl has, but he's definitely been getting penetration, and you need that. And he's been, I think, getting guns switched to him, and then what's happening is Carl's polishing those kills off for him.
Yeah, and Nicky Cuba has shot that guy pretty much on the break every game he's played so far.
Yeah, Nicky Cuba is such a competitor.
And there's Nicky again pointing at Axel Godin. That's the second time that Nicky Cuba has owned Axel Godin out of that Dorito.
Yeah, Nicky Cuba, he's got 4. He's handling it out there. And Nicky Cuba, you talk about guys that, a lot of people are like, I hate when the announcers use the word clutch. What does that even mean? Nicky Cuba, that's what it means. Nicky Cuba's a clutch guy, and clutch is when the chips are down and your team's lost a lot of bodies, and then you step up and put the team on your back and you get kills, and you're up there making it happen. That's what clutch ability is.
Yeah, number 7. Okay, somebody on the TonTons bumps up to the Snake. Couldn't see who that is right there. But he gets shot. Kevin Rudolph walking past him.
Well, I don't understand. He dove into the inside race bunker, which makes no sense to me. He could have dove right in the Snake. I think that was number 7 on the TonTons, Chambon. I mean, there's no reason that he should have. Here comes Bobby Aviles, heads up paintball. And I'm pretty sure he shot him in the back of the head right there, number 25.
Yeah, and then trying to get out wide, not able to do it. TonTons trying to fill that back corner bunker on the Snake side. Bobby Aviles still alive and rushing down the field to try to finish off this point and to take it to within 1, and they are going to do it. So hell of a job by Nicky Cuba and Bobby Aviles. 2 of them, those 2 players.
And there's Super Tony again chasing Bobby Aviles wherever he goes, checking him for hits. Nicky Cuba going to go grab that flag and walk it in, bringing this back to a 3-2 ball game.
And Carl continuing to get kills for the TonTons. He's the only one that shot anyone that point.
Well, that game was all Nicky Cuba and Bobby Aviles. Look at that. 3 kills, 3 Gs for Nicky Cuba, and then 2 Gs for Rob.
Yeah, and there's Travis Lemansky, the captain of the team, now transitioning and coaching too. He's going to He's not seeing a lot of points out there. And I'll tell you what, man, Nicky Cuba and Bobby Aviles, clutch. They're stepping up. Their team's down. They're the only people killing anybody right now for LA Infamous. Damian Ryan, he needs to step it up. Callie Rudolph and Drew Templeton need to get in this game right now. Drew Templeton, no confirmed kills. Kevin Rudolph, 1. Damian Ryan, 1. Need to see higher numbers out of those guys if they need to be up there with Nicky and Bobby Aviles, man. They need their stars to play well if they want to win games. Thank God they had Nicky and Bobby step up right there. We got a commercial. We'll be right back. Us here, Dallas, Texas, for the inaugural 2013 PSP event. I'm Matty Marshall, and I'm up here with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya, and we got ourselves a 1-point game here. 7:52 on the clock. And we got 2 more awesome games coming after this one as the 187 crew is going to take on Seattle Thunder. And then the last game of the day, Infamous, who's playing right now, will be taking on the Los Angeles Ironmen in a good old-fashioned SoCal bloodbath grudge match.
Looking down here at the field, you got AJ Trillett, Nicky Cuba, Damian Ryan, Bobby Aviles, and Drew Templeton, the starters on the field right now. And then you also have Samuelson, Colombo, Chabon, Luis Boulot, and Axel Godin for the TonTons.
Good old college try on those names, Todd.
On the field right there.
There's the breakout right now coming out of, that's Infamous coming out. Here he comes all the way to the race bunker on the snake side of the field and getting in there. 5 alive on both sides of the field.
And
but Drew Templeton having a rough day today. He is a great paintball player, but yeah, sometimes you're the bug. Other times you're the windshield.
Yeah, so Drew Templeton is struggling right now. Well, they at least they still have Nicky Cuba, Bobby Aviles, Damian Ryan, AJ Trillett out there. Let's see if they can get it together and tie this up. Looks like we have Lauren on the sidelines giving us an update. What's going on, Lauren?
I'm here with Sos in the Infamous pit. What do you guys need to do to tie this game up?
We gotta play tighter where everybody's getting shot stupid. I got a penalty that doesn't help at all, so we definitely gotta tighten up and play better.
All right, thanks. Back to you guys.
That's an honest man right there. That's exactly what they need to do. So here we go. And Nicky Cuba getting shot by Colombo, and Drew Templeton had already taken the walk early. So the TonTons in the driver's seat right here. 5 bodies alive versus LA Infamous is 3, and it's not looking good right now. 6:42 left to go. LA gonna have to go into the guns regardless of the fact that they are down bodies.
You know, and right now, TonTons, there's 6 minutes left in this game. They could just sit there for 6 minutes. Because I tell you right now, the positions that they're in, Infamous cannot go anywhere. So all they got to do is just keep their lanes. But are they smart enough to do that is the question.
Well, we'll see. It remains to be seen. Time still ticking off here. Long point. Everyone locked into their gun battles and better field position. For the TonTons, they have 2 more bodies than LA Infamous, and now moves being made down that Dorito side as Axel Godin slides into that 50.
Number 7 diving in over here to the snake as well for the TonTons. And Chambon, Franck.
Oh, Damian Ryan getting shot out of his bunker. It's not looking good right now for LA Infamous.
But now, Todd, you put the brakes on if you're TonTons, or what do you do?
Or when do you blow the horn?
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Good call, Matty.
I was like,
All over it.
I was like, come on.
He has ESPN. 2. No, I was thinking the same thing. You said it, and they did it.
Well, they need, you got to give yourself time. You got to give yourself time to come back. You really need to think about those sorts of things. So it was a smart move by Travis Szymanski to blow that horn, conserve that time. 5 minutes and 44 seconds left. They have to score 2 points just to tie it up, and they need more production out of some of their stars. And that's basically what needs to happen out there for Infamous. Let's check out this replay. So here you go. You're looking at a dominant field position right now for the TonTons. Yeah, so they're switching over. They're just going to do, okay, I'm over the Dorito side. I'm going to come over. You can play the Dorito side.
He's like, wait a minute, I'm Canadian. You're the real French guy. Let's just switch side of the field because I play left-handed, you play right.
We haven't seen that very much, but whatever, it worked. Can't argue with success.
I think there's a word for that. I'm a comedian.
So the day's starting to wind down here, though. Remember, tell your friends, 2 more awesome games coming at you next. 187 Crew versus Thunder, and Los Angeles Infamous versus the Ironmen. What grade would you give Infamous right now, Todd? you know this team better than anybody at this point.
Well, I mean, as far as how they're playing versus their potential, yeah, probably a C. You know, this is a team that's capable of winning any tournament that they play. You know, regardless of, you know, how if it's a skeleton crew, you know, they're missing a couple guys.
Yeah,
they have 5 solid guys.
That's what I'm saying. They have, look at the guys they still have out there. You tell me Drew Templeton, Callie Rudolph, Damian Ryan, Nikki Cuba, and Bobby Aviles can't win a tournament?
Yeah, every dude on that team is very, very solid player. But I mean, just the starting 5 that's out there right now just needs to dig deep within themselves and come out here and play a little bit tighter.
Yeah, and we're going to be right back after the PS commercial. Actually, I've been hearing really good things about that league in Italy from the guys like Oliver and Bertagidio.
Oh yeah, I want to go over
league.
there. That place looks amazing.
I've never been to Italy. I want to go over there.
Me too. Actually,
nice.
the tournament series, any feeder series of the PSP or you know what they're doing, you got to check them out. I don't care what country you're in. Check out your affiliate series in your respective country.
Yeah, you know, so here we go. Start of this next point.
Snake in the break right there now for Infamous. What a great move, but look at the TonTons. Trying to lock it down, not losing anybody in the break. Nikki Cuba getting tight, but look at this right now. Kevin Callie Rudolph alive in the snake right there. That was great. Now he has to go to work. He's got to start producing with he has Bobby Aviles, I think, right behind him.
Yep, Bobby Aviles.
He has to start producing, but look at him coming down on the Dorito side. Nikki Cuba right there trying to lock it down. That's their only hope of keeping them from coming down the Dorito side, Todd.
Yeah, Drew Templeton has to be more aggressive on that Dorito side. He's so fast. It's the way he plays. He needs to attack. As he does, he turns the corner right there, goes around, gets in Dorito 2, gets up, starts putting the pressure on the snake side of the field.
And Drew Templeton's still looking for his first kill in this game.
I mean, you look at the kill count for LA Infamous, Nikki Cuba with 5, Bobby Aviles with 6. And the other 3 players in the field right now, Damian Ryan 1, Callie 1, and Drew Templeton 0.
Also taking out that's big off. That's Colombo on the other side of the field taking the walk from the Dorito side. I think that might have been Nikki Cuba, but I'm not too sure about that. Kevin Callie Rudolph on your screen right now trying to get a shot across the field on going to Snake 3.
Well, Chris, they have an opportunity right here with the time ticking down, about 4:20 left on the clock, and they've got to kill Kevin Rudolph getting on the board there with another confirmed kill, taking out Colombo. Man, but they've got to push forward, and they've got to take some more ground. Drew Templeton's starting to make his moves up on that Dorito side. Looking at Callie Rudolph right now, looking at the back line of the TonTons. They are up 2 points right now. They don't need to go anywhere, but they need to keep that pressure on Infamous and keep them from advancing up the field.
You know, there's still 4 minutes left in this game, but those 4 minutes, I guarantee you, are going to go by really quick.
Yeah, this could be the last point. You know, you never know. I mean, we've been seeing a couple long points. This field plays real fast. So we haven't seen a ton of long points, but it's possible. Just depends on how tenacious the TonTons are going to be in their gunfights to keep Infamous from aggressively pushing up the field.
Well, Callie owns the snake right now. He's all the way on their end of the field, but Bobby Aviles gets shot behind him. So Nikki Cuba going to have to protect Callie Rudolph, but Callie...
That was Heyman Chapman.
Gets shot by Heyman Chapman in the Dorito 1 across the field. I mean, Infamous had the positions. You know, they had TonTons bottled up. Somebody gets another kill. Nikki Cuba gets another kill, and he shoots Slasher on the top of the head. Nikki Cuba now in the center of the field. Another body walks off as well out of the second Dorito for TonTons. So only 2 players left, Heyman Chapman and Vulu there in the first temple on the snake side.
Yeah, and that's a big kill too, because they shot Carl Samuelson, who is their top killer on the TonTons right now.
But here's the thing, cross up. If you're the TonTons, you got to cross up right now, protect each other. They have to come on you.
Yeah, for sure. So look at this. TonTons not following Chris's advice here. And then there you go, getting shot out. So here comes Infamous. They could make this a 1-point match. Could make this a 1-point match, we'll see. And here comes Nikki Cuba dropping the hammer on the last player. Nice job. Nikki Cuba is putting Infamous on his back right now. And Nikki Cuba, the kill leader for Infamous, 8 confirmed kills, matching Carl Samuelson's 8 confirmed kills for the TonTons. And those are the stars of this game so far. And we got ourselves a 1-point match.
Yeah, and Bobby Aviles also having a heck of a game. You know, he bumped up 6 confirmed kills that game right there. Callie Rudolph did a good job getting in there. Had an opportunity to close that game out a little bit sooner, but still 2 minutes and 31 seconds to go and only a 1-point game.
And we are back here. That's Axel Godin getting ready for the TonTons, and they are 1 point up on Los Angeles Infamous right now. 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. Nicky Cuba back on the field, of course, as he's just stunting out there with Bobby Aviles. Damian Ryan and Kevin Rudolph also finally getting in the game with 2 confirmed kills. Drew Templeton needs to turn it up here, though.
Yeah, right there. TonTons losing 1 player. Nicky Cuba also getting shot on that side of the field. So 4 on 4 right now. Axel Godin on the far side of the field. You got very good.
And Chris, this is what needs to happen. You got Drew Templeton in there on the D side cam. He needs to have a point right here because Nicky Cuba, who's been putting the team on his back, he dies early. So now the rest of the Infamous boys, they need to get Nicky's back and get out here and tie this up.
Hey, here we go, Drew Templeton. This is what I'm talking about. Getting that 50 Dorito. Putting the pressure on the 2 bodies on the snake side. He's got to get those kills.
Oh, Drew Templeton chalks one up as he shoots the best player on the TonTons so far in this game, at least, Carl Samuelson from Joy Division, who's now playing on the TonTons.
Well, he does do something right now. He has the ball. If he does not shoot 1 or 2 people, there's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this game. They have got to get up and go. The other guys behind him doesn't look like they really don't look like they want to do anything. Oh, and there's another shot across the field. They trade out. Bobby Aviles now. Here's the heads-up play. Look for Bobby to go right. He's going to get in the snake. Watch this. There goes Bobby. And I called it.
Yeah, Bobby is playing the snake right over here. I mean, he's getting a ton of kills because he's seeing the opportunities and taking advantage of it aggressively. Axel Godin's over there hiding in Dorito too.
Bobby,
and Bobby
feast
Aviles.
on one. Woo! That was nasty.
That was the shot right there. That was a shot heard around the world, especially in France.
That was the
What, too soon?
That was the long shot cross field. Nice job, and let's see if Bobby can hold off the push. Oh no, he gets eaten up, though. The ref in there checking out TonTons. It's just Franck left, and here comes Damian Ryan to try to seal the deal at this point, and he is going to run him down dirty.
Wow,
So nice job as here comes LA Infamous as the crowd ignites, getting behind.
This is what you come to see, Matty.
Yeah, this is great. You know,
4-4.
and it was crazy because the TonTons scored 3 unanswered points to take it to 3-0, and then all of a sudden, Infamous just slowly but surely getting back in this match. And you know, we talked about Nicky Cuba, who had been just destroying people for Infamous. He gets shot early, and the rest of the team decides, hey, Drew Templeton gets in there, he gets a kill, Damian Ryan starts contributing, and all of a sudden we got ourselves a tie game with with 23 seconds left to play, man. We couldn't ask for a better matchup right here.
No, but you know what? It is possible to score that point, and if anybody can do it, Infamous is the team to do it. They're very aggressive. I'm looking for a good game plan to come out of this, but a conservative one. I think they're going to risk 1 or 2 guys to try and get 1 or 2 kills in the break and see what happens. If not, 23 seconds goes by and they chill.
Well, Todd, we always talk about quick points. Quick points come from kills off the break. You get kills off the break, you're going to see quick points, and we are going to see this potential last point here. Might head to overtime. We'll be back right after this. So here we go. All right, man. Got about 20 seconds before the start of this next point here, and 23 seconds left in this match. Now, if they tie up, then we will go to a 3-minute overtime period, and if nobody is able to score a point in 3 minutes, well, then the game is just tied. Now, on Sunday, there's going to be a shoot-off, and the top 5 players from each team will step up, go play some one-on-ones, and it's the first to 2 wins. So, here we go. Can Infamous dig in and take this away from the TonTons coming from behind and take the victory, or are the TonTons going to step up and beat one of the American powerhouse teams?
On the breakout, 5 on 5. Nobody gets eliminated on the break. Nicky Cuba, that you got Infamous on your screen right there. That's Brad McCurley and AJ Trillette. Nicky Cuba also getting in the mix. I think they're going to let this run out.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's only 1 second left, so.
Well, no kills off the break means long point. So,
Yes.
So they're going to reset and head to a 3-minute overtime period. Now, Todd, what play would you call if you were Infamous when you were coaching the team last season right now? You're heading in 3 minutes. You've seen everybody play here. Who would you send out there, and what would you have them do?
Well, Infamous has been getting out to their spots alive and playing from there. I mean, Infamous is a gritty team, and I believe that if they can continue to get to those spots and be alive, that they're going to have a better chance. But everybody needs to play the way that they played that last point to tie it up. Drew Templeton needs to be aggressive. You know, Nicky Cuba, he'll be there alive. You know, double up that can, go to the 2 temples on the snake side, and get 1 body out alive to that Dorito corner.
All right, we'll see what happens here coming back overtime. We'll be right back. This if you were the coach for the TonTons, who would you throw out there? What would you do right now?
Oh, right now, I definitely put out Axel Goldan for sure, Heyman Chapman, Steven Lasher, Colombo for sure. On the snake side of the field, though, that's where I want to see him.
And you can't forget about Carl. Carl
Absolutely.
Samuelson.
Crazy Carl.
Top killer right there.
Axel Goldan on your screen, going all the way to Dorito 2 on the break. Nobody gets eliminated on the break, so 5-on-5 heads-up paintball for 3 minutes. This is exciting paintball. Tied up, and Infamous is renowned for bringing, Nicky Cuba taking the walk on Infamous.
Oh, huge death for Cuba coming off early, but you know what? He already did his work. Yeah, I'd love for him to come out there and have a great point here, but he's a top killer for Infamous right now. But Bobby Aviles, Damian Ryan, Drew Templeton, and Callie Rudolph need to step up right now.
And there's Colombo, bottom side of your screen, just like I said. Get him in the snake. Kevin Callie Rudolph, him going heads up right now, paintball. Kevin Callie Rudolph, Bobby Aviles to the right, kind of crossed up. Bobby trying to keep them out of the snake right now. Actually, that's number 7 over here on TonTons. That's Chambon.
Damian Ryan in that can, shooting across the field. Bobby Aviles working on the Dorito side from the first temple. Drew Templeton, he's the man over there in the Dorito 1 for Infamous. TonTons standing, just pumping their guns. Not looking like they need to go anywhere. I mean, in TonTons, they can't just sit back in their bunkers either. If this 145 runs out, then this is going to be a tie.
Yeah,
Drew Templeton gets on his horse and bumps into Dorito 2.
Well, then that puts Infamous 2-0-1. They got to play one more game against the Ironmen, so that's still a must-win situation for them.
Oh, okay.
The TonTons would also be 2-0-1, so it would be a point differential.
And there's Axel Goldan on your screen right now, making a huge move. Oh, and he also shoots Drew Templeton.
Well, that might do it. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have enough time. They're going to have to get another quick kill. Let's see what Axel can produce out of that 50-yard line. Looking at it from the D-side cam right now.
Oh, and what they did in the process, Damian dropped the ball, let Chambon get in the snake over here, but he's got to go to work quick, Matty.
Yeah, but they took out Loic right there, so they're still it's going back and forth here.
Oh, but Damian shoots Chambon out of the snake across the field.
So 3 players left alive for both teams right now, which means that I just don't think anyone's going to be able to get in there and score a point to win this game. It's going to end in a tie.
I don't know. I think Infamous is going to take this because right now you got Kevin Callie Rudolph getting in the snake. He's going to go to work, shoot. Look, just like I said, right there. There it is.
Let's see if Callie can get it done. He's going to need to trade with Samuelson, and he does get the shot in on him. Let's see if they can close it out. And there he goes, Infamous taking the victory. Wow, what a dramatic comeback win for Los Angeles Infamous, playing with their veteran skeleton crew. They lost McCurley, they lost Patient. They've only got 5 guys. They're basically running every single point. And wow, what a dramatic come-from-behind victory. Hats off to Nicky Cuba, Bobby Aviles, and Damian Ryan, who are leading the team in kills. And Nicky got shot early, and Bobby Aviles, Damian Ryan, Kevin Rudolph. We hadn't seen much out of Kevin Callie Rudolph, but like we always say, we haven't said it in a while, but don't be perfect, be clutch. Don't be perfect, be clutch, and that is exactly what Kevin Rudolph did right there.
Well, look at the pits right there, Matty. You know they're having a good time, but you know what? I've got to take my hats off and bow over a little bit to the TonTons. Those guys played amazing.
Well, I'll tell you what, this proves they can hang with anybody, man. If they're out there and they're contending with Infamous and they've been putting up some really, really good points on the board, they look great, man. I mean, Colombo's good. Because that was one of the big questions was like, okay, well, how good are the TonTons? They're good. They have great players. They got Axel. They got one of the best players from Sweden in recent memory, Carl. I mean, wow, Colombo's baller. They're good. Let's check out this replay here. And this is it. Kevin Callie Rudolph. Wreck and shop over here on the snake side. Look at this run. Gun up the whole time, utilizing the bunkers, and he is just able to cut through, get that last shot in there on Carl. And man, what a dominant performance. Look at this. He's trying to get as small as he can, but Kevin Rudolph is just deadly accurate even on the run. And like I said, don't be perfect, be clutch. He didn't have much of a game as compared to some of the other guys out there. He wasn't contributing as much on the kill side. He's the one over here on the snake side of the field. But hey, man, come through at the very end. Nice job by Rudolph, and they get that win. So it looks like we have Lauren on the sidelines with Damian Ryan. Let's check it out.
We're here here with Damian Ryan from Infamous. That was a great match. You guys went into overtime, and you had less than 30 seconds, and you came up and bunkered that guy on the D side. What were you thinking at that point?
They came out a little bit hotter than us. They seemed to want it more. Got up 3-0. We came out quick, put it back on them, and then it came down to I shot the snake guy. Kelly ran the snake. Caused a bunch of chaos. I just bunkered the last guy, and Bobby hung the flag, and we won 5-4. It was a good match.
In the beginning, the TonTons were leading with 3 points. What were you guys talking about in the pit? What was your strategy?
We just had to buckle down and bring a little bit harder than we were. They came out, wanted it more, brought it harder.
Next, you're going to have Ironmen, and they've been looking good. You guys watched their last match. What do you need to do to secure that win?
We don't have to worry about Mouse. He's a weak link out there. I think we have to slow down the Dorito side, and it should be all right.
All right, and I think you wanted to call out someone?
Yeah, I love you, Mom, and Laura.
Oh, thanks so much. My name's Lauren, by the way. Lauren. Yeah. Back to you guys.
I'm tired. Leave me alone.